Everything belongs to my older woman. Her voice owns the air I breathe, her smile commands the path I walk, and her wisdom guards my every step. She is not just the keeper of my heart, she is the architect of my soul's palace. In a world where people rush toward fleeting pleasures, I stand still, rooted in the gravity of her presence. Her elegance is not bound by years, it is carved into the eternity of her spirit. Every glance she gives me feels like a key unlocking a door inside me I never knew existed, and once opened, I knew there was no going back. Her hands have held storms I will never understand. Her eyes have seen seasons that shaped the woman she is, seasons that prepared her for this love we now share. She does not bend to the shallow winds of trends or the empty noise of the crowd. She walks with the grace of someone who has already conquered herself. In her arms, I am not just a man, I am the man I was meant to be. And so, everything I own, everything I dream, everything I am, belongs to her. When I see her, I don't see the number of her years, I see the depth of her existence. I see the poems life has written on her skin, the art etched in her laughter, the scriptures carved in her silence. She has a kind of beauty that refuses to fade because it was never about the surface, it was born from her heart. People may whisper, people may judge, but they do not live here in this sacred place between us. They do not know that my love for her is not a choice, it is destiny written long before I ever opened my eyes to this world. I give her my mornings, because she taught me the value of starting the day with gratitude. I give her my nights, because she showed me the comfort of ending the day in peace. Every star I see belongs to her, for she has been my guide in the darkest skies. When she speaks, I hear not just her voice but the truth hidden in every word. When she walks beside me, the world feels steady, as if even the earth knows she is its beloved daughter. They may say she is older, but to me, she is timeless. In her, I have found both my beginning and my destination. I have learned that love is not measured by years, but by the depth of devotion two souls can carry. She has given me more than I could have ever asked for, not in gifts or riches, but in the endless treasure of her love. And so I tell the world without shame, everything belongs to my older woman. In moments of silence, I often find myself just watching her, how her fingers hold a teacup, how her eyes follow the horizon, how her hair catches the light. These are things no camera can capture and no artist can paint, for they belong only to the one who truly loves her. She is not a chapter in my life, she is the entire book, and every page carries her name. I would trade every crown, every title, every worldly honor just to keep the way she looks at me when no one else is watching. She has carried me through storms I never told the world about. She has stood by me when even my shadows seemed to leave. And I learned that a love like this is not found, it is built. Brick by brick, trust by trust, vow by vow, until it becomes unshakable. She is not just my lover, she is my safe place, my answer to every question my heart ever asked. I tell her often, if the world should turn against you, remember, you already have mine. Her age does not separate us, it binds us. It means she has seen more, understood more, and can love me not for who I pretend to be, but for who I really am. She knows when my silence needs comfort and when it needs space. She knows the difference between my pride and my pain. And perhaps that is why I will forever say, my life's fortune, my life's joy, my life's everything, belongs to her. Sometimes I wonder if the world will ever understand how a man like me, with all the options it assumes I have, would choose her. But they will never understand because they look with their eyes, not their souls. I chose her because she is real in a world full of illusions. She is constant in a world full of changes. She is the calm to my fire, the reason to my passion, the anchor to my wings. When I stand in front of her, I do not see what the world sees. I see the woman who taught me patience when I wanted to rush, who taught me forgiveness when I wanted revenge, who taught me that the greatest luxury is to be understood. This love is not a performance, it is the purest truth my heart has ever known. And that is why, whether I whisper it or declare it to the world, the message is the same: everything belongs to her. Even my future belongs to her. I imagine us walking years from now, her hand still in mine, our laughter still echoing down quiet streets. The world may grow old around us, but our love will remain in its spring. We will sit by the shore, watching waves erase the footprints of others, knowing ours will remain in each other's hearts forever. There are no boundaries in my devotion. She is not mine because I hold her, she is mine because I give myself to her without reservation. My heart, my thoughts, my days, they all live in her keeping. And if I am ever remembered for anything, let it be that I loved her with a love so deep that time itself bowed to it. She does not ask for my world, yet I give it freely. She does not demand my loyalty, yet she has it without question. She does not need my crown, yet I place it upon her head in the quiet of my heart. She is my queen, not because of her age, but because of her soul. And so I stand here, not as a prince or a ruler, but as a man whose greatest wealth is this truth: everything belongs to my older woman. Every heartbeat, every breath, every dream, every tomorrow, hers, always hers. Her love is a kingdom I will never leave, no matter how far the winds try to carry me. In her presence, I am not a prince or a man of stature. I am simply hers, stripped of all titles, wrapped in a truth more powerful than any throne. The way she speaks to me is not with the haste of fleeting romance, but with the steady voice of someone who knows love's weight and still chooses to carry it. That is the kind of loyalty the world rarely sees, the kind of loyalty I will protect until my last breath. She has given me a home not made of walls or marble, but of trust and understanding. When my days are heavy with the burdens of life, she lifts them without even asking. When my nights are clouded by shadows, her presence becomes my moonlight. She doesn't just love me, she strengthens me, rebuilds me, and reminds me that even a man who seems unshakable needs someone to lean on. And for me, that someone will always be her. I have learned from her that love is not always in grand gestures. It is in the quiet moments, in the way she remembers the things I never said, in the way she senses my pain without me speaking a word. She carries my heart with the kind of care that can only come from a woman who has lived enough to understand its fragility.